Welcome back to a very special edition of a PCS podcast. This is a special announcement that we want to bring everyone. I am pleased to be joined as Michael, as always, and with me I have a very special guest, Dominic. Dominic, if you could go ahead and introduce yourself and lead off with the announcement.
All right, so my name is Dominic Caparati, also known as Cap Crew, and I am one of the co-owners of Team Lethal Strike. We are a esports and content-based organization that is bringing together creators from all different sorts of backgrounds to create one giant team. And now, the big announcement that we have for you all is that the PCS podcast is going to be joining Team Lethal Strike.
Woo!
Big celebrations in the chat. Let's go.
Big celebrations.
Yeah, and I am thrilled to be joining. Obviously, when I recruited Michael this summer, we talked about just continuing to try to grow and see what happens, right? And then so happens Friday night, I get a message from Steuben, who, if you want to kind of announce what he does within the organization, but he reached out and said that we should be a good fit. Which I'm very, very thankful of. I love the strike first mentality. I was looking at kind of the merch and the jersey that you have, which I think the Twitter might have expired, but I did try to retweet it on our Twitter or X, I should say.
Oh, the giveaway. Yes. Oh, actually, I
yeah,
do need to run that.
yeah, for the giveaway. So the jersey looks dope. I love like the black
It
and
looks really
green
good.
color scheme. Yeah, it looks very, very good. So if you want to go ahead and just kind of, obviously we know it's a big team that you're trying to continue to grow. If you want to just go in of what Team Lethal Strike stands for, any sort of values, obviously what's to come in the future as you continue to grow.
Yeah, so totally. I appreciate you for that intro, by the way. That was awesome. But Team Lethal Strike was originally founded in April of 2020, and we operated solely on a platform of Call of Duty. Lots of us in the ownership of the organization, specifically myself and Fletcher, also known as Effect, we both have come from Call of Duty backgrounds, and we wanted to make a Call of Duty team. So from April 2020 until October 2021, we were primarily a COD-based team. We hosted tournaments every week. We had teams in leagues, tournaments, and all that stuff, and we were seeing really a high amount of success with it. And unfortunately, as with a lot of things, life gets in the way. And in October 2021, we kind of had to close our doors a little bit and just take a step back because we couldn't really focus on what was happening. We just had too much going on in life. But I DM'd Fletcher at around June of this year and was just like, hey, this may sound completely crazy, but what if we try to bring back TLS? And he was like, are you insane? And I was like, I think we can actually do something really special here. So it took a lot of planning, a lot of talking, a lot of negotiating, and we eventually came to a deal on what we want to do to bring back Team Lethal Strike. So we started silently recruiting people in the background and then just get to announce them on launch day. But the thing is, we're just not recruiting people who are just like, oh, I want to join a team. There you go. For us, our main focus is we want people who have the like-minded mindset to grow. We see ourselves as a stepping stone for people's careers, not the end all be all. And we would just want to help you grow and succeed in the best way that we possibly can. But if you outgrow us, we will happily send you off on another adventure because we want to see everyone grow. And the way we support our team is essentially just, it's not a competitive team. It is friends supporting friends. So when you join the team, you're a friend of us. And we will always do anything to try to help you succeed or help you grow, no matter how big or how small, even if it's just a simple retweet. And that's really just what we stand for, creating really good content while also hosting spectacular events and also just supporting each other from within. Because you see a lot of these esports teams or just teams in general that are just constantly arguing and bickering between themselves, and it's just a lot of arguments and stuff. And we agreed we don't want that. And if we see something like that, we immediately resolve the problem because that is not what TLS stands for. We are a loving, growing community that is always trying to get the community involved in our projects, but at the same time trying to do well as best we can in either events or tournaments. So that's pretty much what we stand for, just creating really nice content at the same time, having a very open and welcoming community for our fans to enjoy, plus our players.
Yeah, I love how you played into just the growth. Obviously, this is something that Michael and I are passionate about because this is at the end of the day, we're both dads. Our community is driven by a lot of pokey parents, which I love and appreciate getting to know each and one of them as this community continues to grow. I did like how you played into the tournament structure where you guys run premier events, and I know you kind of cover a little bit of all phases, but specifically the TCG. If you want to go ahead and just talk about what I know, I think you guys are in like your third maybe
Yeah.
tournament right now. If you want
Yeah.
to just kind of play into that of what your tournaments are like, what it stands for, and then I'll plug at the very end if people in the PCS Discord play in your guys' tournament a special prize just that they get for not even placing top 8 or anything, just for participating. If you
Ooh,
go on
we
to
love special prizes.
Yeah, so if you want to go ahead and kind of talk about your tournament structure and what you're hoping to do with that.
Yeah, so essentially the way we do everything in as TLS is we like to make a production out of things. It's not just, oh, random tournament number 5, here you go. For us, we always like to give it a nice big flashy name, a consistent name that you can always see and just go, oh, I can go play in these tournaments and enjoy myself. So with our Call of Duty events, we called them the TLS Gunfight series because Gunfight was the mode that we specialized in. It was just like 2v2 small maps. It was really fun to watch. But we decided let's keep on with that brand for TCG and go to the TLS TCG series. And with the TCG series, we are just running events every Sunday. We just changed the time to 8 p.m. Eastern. It used to be 6, but every Sunday up until December 15th, when we have our invitational, we're just going to be hosting tournaments that get the community involved. We have lots of prizes up for stake. We have physical prizing. We have code cards out the wazoo. I just picked up an order of 5,000 code cards today just to run our tournaments for the next like
Oh,
year.
sick.
Nice. That's
So
awesome.
we are just really excited to see how things play out. And this is only our third tournament, yes, but we are excited to see what the future holds in terms of what we can do with that. And I hear we have a special surprise, so let's go for it.
Yeah, and for anyone in the PCS Discord, if you were to participate in a TLS tournament, please DM me your deck list submission. And if you could at least put in like the date or anything like that, or at least make sure that I can go find you within the tournament structure, and you guys will be eligible for an additional 10 TCG live codes just for participating. You don't have to place, you don't have to, even if you just go, oh, one drop, ideally, if you're representing the PCS Discord, I'd like you to give it the college try and try to do the best you can. But if you were to participate, I will give an additional 10 TCG live codes just for participating because I
And that is
want
very
to.
generous of a review. Thank you.
Yeah, and I want to support the TLS community because obviously now this is another family that I get to join, and I is something that your guys' values of just what you're trying to drive, and it's not only just about pumping out the content, but it's the quality control of the content, and then obviously the team and family aspect. I know Michael and myself might be a little bit of the elder statesman within it, but I'm just
Nah, don't
excited
say
for
that.
yeah, I'm just excited to because I know some of the TCG players that you have in there. I've known them just from when I kind of got into the scene in the beginning
Yeah.
of 2022, like Sonny's tournaments that he runs every Monday night. Like I know
Yep.
that On Guard TCG,
Yeah.
that name should ring a bell with everyone.
If not,
So
the
I'm
crown
even
should.
excited. Yeah, and the crown should if you're ever at a tournament
Yep.
as well too. Very easy to spot when he's walking through the tables. And obviously, you guys just played the Shuffle Squad the other night and took home a dub. So I'm excited just to see that of kind of the branch into the competitive series.
Yeah.
And any closing statements that you have for Team Lethal Strike, where we can find you, and anything like that, roster reveals. I know there's maybe a little bit of something coming out
Yeah.
Friday, but if you can indulge in it, our listeners or viewers, just of where to find Team Lethal Strike.
So you can find Lethal Strike mainly on our Twitter at Lethal Strike. It is very easy to find. And that's where we post every single update. We also have our Discord, which I believe we will find a way to share for this on the podcast. I don't know how you guys share your
Yep.
links,
Yep.
We'll share it
but
in the show notes and everything.
yeah,
Yep.
bingo. We'll have our Discord for you guys to join. You can ask any questions you like. On Friday, we will actually be announcing our re-entry into Call of Duty as well. So going back to our roots, we've been mainly TCG focused for about a month and a half now, but we're finally going back to our roots, and we're going to be hosting both communities simultaneously. So I'm really excited to see how that plays out. Um, Other than that, that's all my closing statements. I really appreciate you guys for having me on and talking about the brand and stuff. And honestly, I'm really happy to have you guys aboard.
Yeah,
Thanks,
absolutely.
Dom. Yeah, we're happy to be part of the team community, and we hope Team Lethal Strike nothing but success in our future endeavors together. And thanks everyone for listening or watching this special announcement.
Have a great night, everyone.
See ya.